I do this? Oh, I'll just leave it at that and hope that it will last. Hi everyone, I'm Leo from Ribblr. For those of you who don't know what Ribblr is, it's an all-in-one platform for crafters. You share, buy, communicate all about craft patterns and materials. We are mainly focused on yarn arts like crochet and knitting. For those of you who are not new to Ribblr, how is it going? How have you been? I finally have some time to tackle my yarn mess. I feel like it's been so busy recently and I haven't even had the time to sit down and give you all an update and to sort of like share with you what has been going on and where we are and where we're going with Ribblr. And I thought that to multitask, while I do that, I also sort through my yarn stash, because to be honest, I need to do that every few months because I am such a messy yarn person. I don't know even what this is. I try to tidy up my yarn and then it gets like that like after 2-3 weeks. Do you have a system? I don't want my yarn showing because I know I'm so messy that every time that my yarn is showing it will get messy fast. But if you have a system, bags, labels, storage boxes, like how do you do that? Drop them in the comments or on the community post on Ribblr. Maybe we should start a discussion of like messy yarners and how to deal with not being very organized, because I know I suffer from this. I just wanted to take a minute and let you in on the experience and how it's been on Ribblr in the past few months. And we've really had an amazing growth, an amazing year, and we've welcomed so many new partnerships and team members. This year we've really grown our teams. Of course, there's so many patterns added to Ribblr on a daily basis and a lot of new features, so it's been quite of a overload of lots of new things. And because of that, I haven't shared with you in quite some time. And you know, being busy not just with Ribblr but with family and you know, a toddler, so life happens, and this is why you get such a mess of a yarn stash as well. Ribblr has been going on for 3.5 years at this point, so quite some time, and within the span of 3.5 years you have to make different sacrifices and to kind of like you know, compromise and prioritize something over something else. I'm really happy with everything that we've been able to achieve, but there's always room for more and for improvement. We've had to update our servers quite a few times this past year, which is a good thing. It means that lots of more people are using Ribblr, and we've had so many patterns added by lots of different crafters from all over the world, which is incredible for me to see, because that's exactly why we started out on this journey. We wanted to make creating and uploading patterns and buying patterns and crafting much more accessible for everyone, everywhere. And it's still our goal, and we are working towards it every day. So we had to prioritize a lot of different things over such things as like the user interface and the user experience on the app. Because of all the new features that we've put out, we sort of ran out of place to put them. So a lot of the different features, which are amazing, are not very intuitive and not very recognized on the app. In the next few months you might see some improvements and the app would start to look a bit more different, which means that it will make the experience a lot smoother for you, so you can focus more on finding patterns you like and just crafting and using the features, knowing where everything is and having a more smooth experience. So that's definitely now in the works, and you will start seeing that coming up in the next few weeks. But at the end of the day, we're keeping the core of Ribblr. We're not going to, you know, change what we do dramatically. Just give it a new face and a new look and make it more intuitive, so it would be easier for everybody to use Ribblr, and that it's more a personalized experience for you as a crafter. And of course, making the app faster and smoother is something that we've always keeping in mind. So smoother experience, faster servers, a new face, new look to the good old Ribblr that you all love to use. Yes! Finally. Okay, next. Okay, good enough. Brand new yarn. And it's still tangled. How did I manage to do that? I don't think lots of people experience creating something like Ribblr or creating a startup where when you're outside looking in, you're like, oh, it's just an app or it's just this. But looking back to the beginning of the journey and to now, I don't think that at the time I expected it to be like this or this intense. I learned so much starting Ribblr, and it's such a huge journey. I didn't know how big before I started it. I knew it's going to be a lot, but I didn't think it would be this big of a journey. And I didn't know all the details. I just knew that it was a great idea and that I could see the end of the tunnel, like the product being out, and it feels like it's, I think it and it will happen, and it is, but between the think and happen, there's a set of actions that need to happen until you get to like the end product. I believe it's important to also take a step and look back on what you've done and what you've built and appreciate the journey or the personal growth. So I feel there's been a lot of personal growth and a lot of things that I've learned. And yeah, I feel very thankful and very happy that this is the journey that I've been on, and this is the path that I've chosen to take. And not only because I'm having it's so much fun doing that, but also because I can see the difference that Ribblr makes in so many people's lives and so many crafters' lives. And it just fills my heart to know that I contributed to making lots of different crafters' lives so much better. So I just wanted to also bring that up and share that with you. Let me know in the comments if you and your journey and your crafting experience have been changed by Ribblr, and how, and what is something that changed the entire way that you're crafting, or something that you don't really think about doing differently now that you're using Ribblr. I know I'll be really excited to hear from you about that. These, I never use these, kind of like variated yarn. I bought that in a dollar store equivalent shop, and I never use them. I don't know what to do with them. Do you have I think they'll be great for fall, and I always try and make something with them, but it never becomes like a full-on project, and I really want to do something with this. Leave your ideas in the comment. And a while back I did do like a stash buster patchwork jumper, and still I'm left with so much yarn. Oh yeah, I think I used this one in the stash busting jumper, so maybe I did use them. I am not making any progress. I expected to be a lot farther into down into finishing this. Future me here, this is currently what I've been doing, sorting the yarn. So I just sorted it into bags, and then I made these tubes to put all the little bits and bobs. So one would be for cotton yarn, and then the second one would be for acrylic yarn. At the end, I decided to just go with putting all the yarn into the box without the bags. I just knew that it's going to be out of the bags anyway, so there's just this one bag here because I needed to separate this specific brand out. But yeah, I finished it. The bottom one is where I put all of the fluffy chenille and furry texture yarn, and yeah, that's updates, except for this one, which accidentally got in here. It should be here. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this organization. Anyway, I think I'll just carry on doing that because it appears to be taking me longer than expected. I just wanted to give you the updates and to let you know how grateful I am and we are on the Ribblr team to have such amazing community members and people that enjoy Ribblr. And we really appreciate all the feedback that you've been giving us, and we're on it, we're working on it, we are slowly making sure that we're tackling everything, but we do it in an orderly way, that we keep the experience as good as it is, but elevate it and make it much more intuitive and much better and faster. So bear with us as we go on this journey of improvement, and I will let you know once we've implemented more of the features. But until then, thank you so much and see you next time.